2K Season 8. I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea these seasons were gonna go up to 8. I don't know why in my head, and I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all, I thought that we're gonna have like maybe 4 seasons only for like the 4 quarters of like the joint or whatever. So we're at Season 8. We done seen the Legend Reward, which I'm not gonna lie was comical. I got a healthy laugh at the reaction of everybody because for what you get for all your hours of grinding, and I mean hours of grinding, I'm talking day in, day out, hit level 40 for 4 seasons straight. You get a punk ass parrot. They finally gave you better rewards in Season 7, which should have been the Season 4 joint, but whatever, I digress. Season 8, apparently getting some like roller skating shoes or some shit, or some like type of skateboard or some goofy shit.
They're giving you shoes to make you run faster around the city.
There we go. That shit, as if we
no roller skating, no nothing, just shoes.
Well, it says if you don't literally have like inline skates, a skateboard, a go-kart, a jetpack, a hoverboard, like
an entire zip line to take you to the exact place you want to go from your penthouse.
I mean, yeah. So I just want to know, like, I just want to know, y'all gonna play this shit?
Fuck no. I haven't touched 2K since February. Like, with y'all niggas, I have not touched that shit since February.
It's been a minute.
I've played that shit since then, maybe twice. And I mean, actually played the game.
I haven't touched 2K in the longest fucking time, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you niggas. It's been, I literally played that game for probably about like 2 months, and yeah, like, nah, bro. I told y'all I'm good. I ain't even buying the next one, bro. I do not want to play I just rather watch basketball, bro, and get my fix that way. I have no desire to play a game that's gonna be that frustrating, that trash. Like, it's not even fun no more. It's just like annoying, bro. So I'm cool. I'll rather play, like, I'll give 2K some credit because WWE is fun as fuck. This game is actually fun, which is crazy as fuck to me because I ain't watched wrestling since I was like 14, bro.
Talk about it.
I don't know how this game had literally one of the worst releases like 2 years ago, took a year off, came back with one of the most fun games I played all year. I'm playing this shit right now. Fuck 2K. NBA 2K, that is.
So WWE get a pass. Now I want to know, AB, did you ever have like a period in time where you was like a supreme sweat at 2K?
Nah, never. I just enjoyed 2K for what it was. Like, when I was younger, you know, when I was growing up, bro, the only time it was really to sweat was like being good at live in the neighborhood. Like, you know, I was a couch co-op sweat person, but like online never did it for me because, one, I was living in the hood, so I didn't have great internet. And then when I got good internet, I just didn't give a fuck to care because at the end of the day, beating a nigga on 2K ain't gonna do nothing for me when it comes to these bitches.
Talk about it. Talk about it. He said, these hoes, they for everybody. All right. Well, Biggie, I want to hear from your perspective, things of that sort.
Mm-hmm.
How heartbroken you are when it comes to 2K, because you know you're buying next year's edition because you're a fiend. You have a problem.
I have admitted this, and I will continue to admit it, but I have not changed this problem.
At least you admitted it. I want to know, as far as fun factor goes, right? Like, as a general consensus by like everybody in the podcast today, right? What the fuck happened? Because I have vivid memories of playing 2K like before I got online, right? And had fun. Even when I was online from like 15, 16, 17, having fun. And I wasn't that good at the game at that time. Like, I got obviously good now, but I was mediocre to trash for real. And would still have a blast getting online, running games, win, lose, or draw, primarily losing, and have fun. Now it's kind of like, even if I win, I feel irritated, which is a problem.
Yeah.
Like, in some cases, we played games where we lost and didn't care because we was more pissed off at the game than the game than like what happened in the game. You feel what I'm saying? So I want to know, What the fuck you think happened to the fun factor of 2K?
They took the control out of our hands.
Not even just that. You really want the answer?
Steph Curry.
No. And it's not a shot at the actual person. It's not a shot at the actual person. But it's not his fault that people are very impressionable. But that nigga Steezo ruined it, man.
Ooh, break it down.
Steezo is that nigga that they go to figure out all the cheese dribble moves.
Hold the fuck on. What the hell just happened?
You good now, Woo?
Bro, I guess my Discord, I'm gonna fight you. Don't update my shit without me telling you to.
Steezo heard me saying something. He said, yeah, let's go cut that shit short.
Bro, I legit was just sitting here listening. I said, break it down. Next thing I know, my shit just closed and opened up. I'm like, what the fuck? But anyways, go ahead, bro.
Steezo was the main nigga, especially in the beginning, that they was all going to learn all the dribble cheese moves ever since his channel blew up. And ever since then, everybody been trying to be like him. And that shit got mad. That's why you see all the point guards, every point guard's doing all them like 17,000 dribble moves in a row. And thinks that they should be able to do all that and then still score because he's able to do that. And it's not his fault because that's just what was in the game. And he's trying to make content. It was good content. It was phenomenal content because he is good at what he does. But then everybody else wants to also be that. It's the same thing that happens with a lot of games with these esports. They see how good some other people is. Like on Apex, they see how good like Timmy is, Asu, Keon, and all them. And they want to be as good as them. And you get all these motherfuckers that's trying to sweat all the goddamn time. It's unfortunate. It's just what happens with video games. It's somebody that's really good at it. And at this point in gaming, everybody thinks that if you're as good as him, you're going to make as much money as him. It's not how it works. Not how it works at all.
Because the niggas ain't got no personality at all. And they're all like, well, I should be. No, you shouldn't. You boring.
Niggas do the same dribble moves as him, don't do it as good as him, and think that they're going to be as big as him.
I will say, side tangent, or not even side tangent, one thing that has always pissed me off about the whole like dribbling shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the whole debate about stamina. We've all hooped in here at some form, fashion, and to some like degree, right? Whether that be college, high school, adult, semi-pro, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
All done that shit. What I don't get is how folks will try to argue about stamina, but they want to dribble out the shot clock. But they bring up certain, like I almost said certain characters, certain players. They're like, well, AI, well, Kyrie. I'm like, they're getting to a spot or they're doing something. You're literally not even driving and kicking.
In place.
Yeah, you're literally dribbling in place, and then you'll act like you're about to go take a jumper or something like that, do a spin dribble backwards and go behind your back, and then shoot it. When you already had the open lane, the open J 14 dribbles ago.
Hey, Woo, you want to know why? Because of what I always like to say. Niggas never hoop. They shot around. Because anybody that brings up Kyrie or AI has never actually watched them play. If you've ever seen Kyrie play, he already sees the spot he's going to. He says, all right, I got 3 moves to get there. By that 3rd move, he's there and he's shooting.
I mean,
So
shit.
Niggas, you're right. These niggas do not watch basketball. They watch Chris Move highlight videos and highlight tapes and Ball is Life, and they stock those and be like, oh my God, this nigga's so tough. But they don't realize that, yes, Kyrie can take up, most of the game, he's not going to take 7 dribble moves to get to his spot. That might happen when it's grind time in the 4th and he know he could beat his defender because his defender is more tired than him.
Yep.
But most of the buckets that he gonna get are easy buckets.
Yeah.
Straight line drives, 2 dribbles. Exactly. And it's set up with a triple threat. It's not even set up with the fucking dribble move. He sets his stuff up with a jab and he goes by.
I've even pointed out, because we watched some, me and Rambo and some other people have watched some Kyrie highlights, and I'd pointed out in the middle of it, like, yo, you can see that he already knows where he's going to shoot it from. Like, he gets past the half-court line, he sees an opening already when he passes it at that mid-range, like, elbow shot, and he's already like, all right, that's where I'm going to shoot from. I got 3 moves to get there.
Because that's a hooper's mindset. You know your strengths as well as your weaknesses. You know where you want to go and how you're going to get there. Motherfuckers don't hoop. They basically play it by hope for real. And what irritates me about all that shit, like we was just talking about right now, the best drill for you to get good without using a bunch of dribbles, king the court, 3 dribbles. That's all you need to score. That's it. 3 dribbles.
I got 3 moves to get there. If I can't get there, I got to get rid of the ball.
Bro, like, and that's why I'm not gonna lie, one of the best badges I will give 2K this was that triple threat, not triple threat, it was a triple threat joint.
Yeah,
because it was effective, because that's how a triple threat is supposed to be. Because a triple threat's either the 3 things that you can do with the ball. You could either shoot it, slash, or pass. You can decide that all of your stands from a triple threat and off a jab step. So I'm trying to figure out, where do these people get this thought that I need to just consistently dribble? I get that it's a game, there needs to be some type of entertainment or some type of fun when it comes to that. I can get that. I don't like the argument of I need to be able to dribble without getting tired for 21 to 22 seconds of the shot clock. And that's where I'm like, nah, like y'all out your rabbit ass mind. Because you're going to be exhausted doing that. Even in a game of 21, you're going to be exhausted doing that. We play 21. As soon as you get 19, you are gassed by that time.
Sir, you get 19,
So
you
fucking
gas,
fact.
nobody's beating your ass.
Bro, you getting fouled, triple team, double team, the whole shebang. You get a
Might
rebound.
drop kick you.
Bro, but as soon as you get the rebound when you got 20, when you got like 19 or 20 or whatever, right, like that, right? Somebody is guarding you from when you pick up the board to when you clear the ball. And depending on how much assholes of friends that you got, somebody else might come up and guard you, so you're gonna get double teamed. So I ain't gonna lie, Big. You right. Motherfuckers definitely don't hoop. They don't.
Yeah, the majority of the 2K community claims that they hooped, but have never actually hooped because they say some of the dumbest hooper shit I've ever heard. And remember that one dude, he hoops, but he's ass. The nigga that does like actual 2K dribble moves in real life, and that nigga is ass.
Oh yeah.
Forget his name.
But
Dude.
It's a spoof to me. I'm not gonna lie. For him, it's a spoof to me. I think he's dead ass not serious with that.
I don't think he's like dead the fuck serious. Think that shit's gonna work.
I think it's just for content. But I know who you're talking about though, because he does like 30,000 dribble moves and then shoots up some bullshit, and every now and again it'll go in, but most of the time it's a clank. Or if he's guarding somebody who's not going for that and will play defense, he's getting ripped every time.
Hey, like that shit does not work in real life, and I understand it's a video game, but I also need people to understand it's not an arcade basketball game. This shit was made to be a simulation basketball game. Now,
Simulation.
should you get gassed after 3 moves? No, it's a video game. Should you be gassed after about 10 seconds of dribbling the ball? Yes.
Yeah.
If you've been sitting here going left and right this entire time, yes, you should be gassed dribbling the ball.
I'm gonna give you a good explanation. Y'all see KD in the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
I seen KD having to create his own shot.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see how gassed he was after every game?
Because that's how it actually works. That
Yeah,
shit is not easy.
That's how it is, bro. If you were getting double and triple teamed on one side, you're not coming back on the other end doing all the dribble moves. It's not happening. It's never happened in life.
You out here playing against 2 to 3 people just on you, then you have to go play defense on your matchup just to go back and deal with the same shit.
Nah,
That
bro.
shit is not easy.
Oh,
Don't nobody want to do that shit.
It's baffling to me. Like, cause I seen one thing, and this dude was all like, "We need actual hoopers to work on like 2K and whatnot." Cause remember, 2K19, one of our favorites, right? Not without going without his bullshit or whatever. Remember pushing?
Yep.
How the
Pushing was definitely a thing.
Bro.
Pushing was definitely a thing, and I don't.
I just want to know, how did that get past everybody? It's kind of like, remember back in the day, the coolest monkey in the jungle?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The blackface mask that, what was it, that Gucci had, or Louis, whatever one of them. Remember that? Like, it's one of the things. How did that get past everybody?
Bye, buddy.
It wasn't like a hard
Niggas
screen.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Also, I think especially for the what's it called, for the pushing in 2K, that I'm pretty sure that was just supposed to be in the park. Still crazy to be in the park, because if you playing pickup basketball and you push somebody, you liable to get swung. But I think
Nigga,
it was
if you
only
push
supposed to
anybody
be-
at the park, y'all, it's gonna be a lot more than basketball going on.
Yeah, that's
on the
what I mean.
court,
Like,
man.
if in real life you push somebody, it's the basketball is over.
At that point, it's a squabble. At that point, it's off top.
Yeah,
It's
for
like
real, for real.
basketball is over at that point. I'm not
Nigga,
saying it
we
should
are
have been
no
in the
longer
game,
hooping.
but to better explain, I
If
think it
that's-
was just supposed to be in the park. And if it was just in the park, I genuinely wouldn't care because I didn't care about the park.
If that's the case, they might as well give us a button to get technical and flagrant fouls too, bro.
So I can swing on a
I've
nigga.
actually been asking for that because I'm tired of playing defense, good defense, and get a flagrant foul for going for a block. That shit is annoying.
Bruh. Like, I can understand that because sometimes the flagrant unintentional, but I'm talking about, nigga, I want a button to where I could argue a call. Like, you should be able to argue a call so that way you can kind of influence the ref and maybe you get away with a couple more reaches before you get that weak ass steal animation or foul animation.
The one where you're hugging them, that one's always my favorite. You press square one time and now you're hugging them. I'm like, bro, I haven't pressed square this whole game. I pressed it once, now I'm hugging you.
Like, you was really about to beat me or something. No, I saw the ball.
Bro. Because y'all niggas know I don't press square worth of shit for real whenever I play. It's rare when I do, unless like I see that I could possibly get a steal. And then when I do, I get punished for it. Meanwhile, little Timmy over here is matching the square button, then doesn't get punished for it. Ooh.
Yeah, that shit is annoying. That's another reason why I stopped playing that shit. Stupid ass game. Fuck 2K, bro.
That shit hurts.
And I do agree that we definitely need some people that, and I'm not gonna lie, the one dude in there who claims that he hooped, I don't believe his credentials no more. It's because Scott OG is supposed to be an actual hooper who's like played overseas. And remember when people were complaining about triple teams happening in my career? He's like, well, if you got, if you are in the NBA and you have 30 points or 40 points in the first half, they're going to triple team you. No, the fuck they're not. They're not going to triple team you, yo.
The triple team
double team.
is crazy, bro.
They might double team you, and that double team doesn't stay the entire. They don't run up to you at the half court line and double team you. No,
because you leave somebody wide open at that point.
Yeah, they gonna try to trap you when you try to make a move. They're not about to sit here and throw a nigga at you crazy. And once he said that, all his credibility of being a hooper went out the window for me.
Biggie said, "Oh, this nigga lying."
Because ain't no way you was the actual hooper and you said that dumb shit.
I don't believe you. You need more people.
And the thing is, though, a triple team in 2K is different than how it is in obviously real life. Because you can't just have 3 people run to one person. You're literally leaving 2 other people wide open. And I guarantee you, one of the 3 or one of the 2 is a shooter. I can bet money that one of them's a shooter.
You're not triple teaming bringing 2 bigs out the paint. That's even worse.
That's homicide at that point. Like, you asking to get just killed at that point. So it's like, what are you talking? Like, his thing is, we know how triple teams are ranked because you can see it. It's like in a set format where they try to force you like to a corner or something like that, or like where you have the baseline and or the sideline as an extra defender plus whomever you're bringing over or something like that. But you're not just throwing 3 people on Curry or 3 people on KD or 3 people on LeBron. You're not doing that. You're just you asking to be embarrassed on a grandier scale. You're asking to be embarrassed.
Oh no, that's what the Celtics did. No, that's actually what they did.
And they got embarrassed.
No, they did not.
No, they won.
Oh wait, no, you said
they did that to KD. No, they were actually sending 3 niggas at him. They were absolutely. He would take a move. There would be the main person guarding him. There will always be someone to his left or right, and they're forcing him to the corner where there's a person already there.
Yep.
And they were daring everybody else to do something, and they weren't doing it.
Yeah. Set up.
That I understand, but that's still sort of like still in the trap because it's not like, oh, he passed the half court line and 3 niggas.
Oh no, 3.
I'll say 2K. I vividly remember. I'll say not Dallas. This nigga heavy said Dallas. I remember 2K. What was it? 16. Because that's when the traps were were fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, because I remember in the chase video, he literally got to the half court line and 2 people ran straight at him.
Bro, charged. I'm like, what the? Alright. Like it's ridiculous. I mean, I would love to be able to play 2K and have fun again. Like the only way I could even stomach this game is my NBA. And even then, it makes me want to rip my hair out because there's so many inconsistencies within the game, whether it be the players and or the animations or whatever it may have you, to where I'm like, how is this simulation basketball? Like how?
Because niggas don't want it to be simulation.
They
I'm
don't.
saying that for a minute. Because I don't want the game to be super realistic. Because super realistic means I can shoot over niggas and make the shot. And that can happen a lot. That means you can be in my face and it can be good defense, better offense a lot of the time. And that means I could be wide the fuck open in the corner by myself, get a perfect release and still miss. I don't want that.
I still want to fight that so much.
But I think the way that they kind of fuck with that is that you won't always get like, you know, the way they built the shooting mechanics is how they play on the realism of being able to be wide open and missing. Because if your skill isn't up there and your timing is off, or green windows and shit like that, you'll fuck around and miss. I don't know. I feel like when it comes to certain things, maybe you have the choice between simulation, which is more realistic, and fucking arcade. Like the park and all the multiplayer shit, that should always be arcade. No one's trying to play real basketball on a video game, because real basketball, like if you really want a real basketball experience, you get your ass up, put your shoes in your backpack, nigga, get your slides on and go to the park with your ball. Hopefully it ain't an indoor ball and you playing outside with it, because if you are, you're a fucking menace to society and deserve the death penalty.
On everything I love. On everything I love.
But you feel me? Like I feel like when it comes to certain things, like there's a way to like make it like very realistic but still make it fun, and 2K just doesn't care enough to try to get it to that point. And I feel like once they do get it to that point, or if they felt like they get it to that point, they probably feel like there's no way to really innovate it to make it more realistic without either losing the fun or making it more fun without losing some of the realism. So it's like they gotta kind of find that balance.
My favorite way of putting it, how I'd want 2K to be, and I've explained it to Woo and Rambo, is like a fighting game, like Tekken, where you can be punished for doing obviously stupid shit. So like if you leave somebody with a 90+3 wide open, it's like literally having your guard down on Tekken. Like you're gonna get punished. A punch straight to the face. Right. Or like if you reach at a bad time, you just whiffed. That's another punish. You should be punished for doing like mistakes. That is what I would want 2K to be like, but not to the point where it's like, oh, they're hoping for you to reach and shit like that because they're gonna make a shot. No, you actually still have to time it and shit. But pretty much you get punished for doing mistakes.
That'd be fucking magnificent.
I need 2K. I need 2K to actually make their move from a more animation based game to more physics based. Like, as much as people was clowning the game, I really appreciated Live's defense. Even though it was like it was easy to stick with your man, I feel like in real basketball, that's kind of how it is. Like, it's not as like 2K, you could shake a nigga with the sticks just simply because they don't know where you're gonna go. Like, it's not, and the best defense on 2K is literally sometimes to just stand still and then react. And that's not how you play real basketball, bro. Like, so I would prefer there's a way to actually slide with people, or if you engage them as a defender, they go into that state to where it's like, okay, I have somebody on me. I need to either make a move to get them to get some room and break off and go, because nobody ever really plays basketball like that. Like, if Wu is dribbling the ball up the court and I'm doing a damn near full court press, he not gonna do 47 dribble moves in front of me and think that he's gonna go around me. He gonna try to hit me with one or two moves and then he gon' go. And if I
Every
don't
coach.
bite, he gonna try to do the turn and spin. He gonna go dribble with his left hand as far as he can go up, do a backspin, go and just turn me hella times.
Because
Like,
every coach ever will tell you one move and go. Every coach ever will tell
Exactly.
you one move and go.
Because all the moves ain't gonna do nothing but tire you out. You wasting time at that.
You wasting time, effort, energy, and on top of that, I guarantee you, because I play point, somebody's gonna be open. If the offense is running away as opposed when people are moving without the ball, somebody's going to be wide open.
That's the other thing with 2K. That's the problem is the way people play offense all together, and it's because of the fucking stage. The
5
stage-
out.
Yeah, the stage ruined a lot of that shit because that's when people started. Because on the stage, you'd have obviously only 3v3. You'd have two people in each corner, and the point guard just spamming dribble moves at the top of the key. And if you help, one of the dudes in the corner and shoot. Then they started doing that shit on rec.
Yeah. 5 out, 2-3, the most boring way to play a basketball game.
Yeah, and then they started doing that shit in the 2K league, which made people think it was even more
without
violent.
having to play zone.
You said what?
We went 3 years without having to play zone.
Yeah. Because it took, for as irritating as defense is in 2K, because they always do it injusticely, right? Like they always do it wrong, right? It's still rewarding to match up head up with somebody and test your skills versus A skills, like offense, defense, offense. If you can stay with somebody and hold them to like under 15, like, man, you good. Like, you straight. But we have to play zone because that's what everybody else is playing, and trying to play man is just, it's just null and void for real.
Also,
Like-
I need them to really fix how fast the ball moves, because that's part of the reason why that shit, like 5 out and shit in its zone, works. Because the ball doesn't move fast enough. They added bullet passer and then nerfed it because people complained about it.
And that's the whole point of a bullet pass. I mean, again,
Ball moving too fast. Like, oh wow, that's surprising. It's like he has on bullet passer or something.
an inanimate object that's controlled by professional athletes, of which we are in the game, right, is moving faster than a human body can, which, professional or not, a ball is going to move faster than an entire person. Like, we've all done that shell drill where we had to pass the ball around the court and whatnot, and to prove the point that the ball moves faster than we can, which is why help side was important and so on and so forth. It was to prove a point. And it's like, for them to nerf it and then to make it unviable, to make it a badge in the first place is just baffling. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, that's why zones don't really work, because for one, there's always going to be somebody open. There's an opening in every zone: 2-3, 3-2, 1-3-1, 2-2-1. 1-2-2, that whole shit. There's always an opening. And because if you're playing against a good team who has great ball movement and great, off ball movement, you're not gonna be able to stay in that zone. Like, I'm pretty sure I can vouch for everybody in here. There was no better feeling than when a team started out with a zone and they were forced to play man. There was no better feeling than that.
They thought they could beat you in zone. You done whoop their ass for a whole quarter. All right, go to man.
Right, they just in 2-3 out the gate. The next thing you know, y'all somebody running baseline to baseline, somebody setting a screen on one of the two top men or some shit like that. Then somebody cutting to the middle, something like that. The next thing you know, their coach all like, yeah, go ahead and get out that zone, run, man. And that's like within the first quarter, sometimes within the first couple minutes, depending on who you're playing.
The coach is good and knows and can see that shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
So after that first couple plays, timeout.
Run,
I,
man.
I love when the team thought they was gonna play zone on us in high school. Oh my god!
Why are
Oh
the
my
fireworks
sweet
so
Jesus.
close?
I'm finna just post up. I'm finna post up on the left or right wing. I'm gonna force you to double me, and now my big is cutting down the middle, bro. Like, come on, bro.
The zones are easy to break, and 2K makes them so irritating to play against because the ball doesn't move fast enough.
I don't like that you can't have a real post game in 2K. And I'm not talking about from a big. I would love to make a guard and or a small forward that I can put at the elbow, post him up, turn around and shoot. You can't do that in 2K at all, unless you completely unless the other team is gonna play man and they gonna clear out when a nigga trying to like. I want to be able to do shit like that. You can't do that in 2K because the contest that you get from niggas that ain't even in the play is annoying.
Yeah, Intimidator should not be a badge. Intimidator should not be a badge. I stand on that. That should not be a fucking badge.
So I want them to rework it. I think it should be a badge, but it shouldn't work on just standing there, because that was the biggest problem. Remember that you could stand there, not put your hands up, and still get a contest.
I don't think it should be a badge because it'd be bailing niggas out. Like even without like the whole standing and shit like that, you like even if they attempt to play defense, if I blow past you and you jump, it still counts, and it's stupid. Like it should not be a badge. It should just be to me. And again, this is just me thinking hooping wise. Your intimidator is based off your play, not off of a stupid badge. So like for instance, Gary Payton, terrifying to go against. You know why? Because he's playing defense. He's not going for none of the bullshit, and he's going to talk shit to you the whole time, which you know makes it worse. Bay Area people, AB, looking at you.
Fucking vibes, nigga.
But he talking trash, but he's good. Like that's the thing though. He's good at what he do. They get like you don't get the nickname the glove for nothing. You feel me? So I don't think Intimidator should be a badge because it's just kind of like just giving you that Gary Payton-esque effect without even doing anything. It should like clamps should be more of a viable option, as well as pickpocket and so on and so forth. Intimidator should be a badge because you can get that Intimidator shit just off pressing square once or just jumping behind somebody and Intimidator will pop up.
I like how they more did it with this 2K, surprisingly, because they made it more for big men and they left clamps as pretty much sort of Intimidator for guards. But like my whole thing behind it, why I'm cool with it still being a badge if they rework it, is like it shouldn't just be, oh, if you're standing there or if you jump at somebody. No, you should have to actually like force, like it should be, you have to create contact. It shouldn't boost the contact you create. If 2K somehow is going to pay attention to me, it shouldn't boost the contact being created. It should just boost the defense when the contact is created. That is the only thing that it should boost. Because it's like if you go in the paint on Shaq, and Shaq body up with you, even as a guard or a big man, that should work then. It shouldn't just work because Shaq jumped somewhere. Just somewhere on the court, Shaq jumped and it scared you.
Shaq.
Not somewhere. It has to be if I jump with you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you jump with them and it creates contact, intimidating. That's cool.
If I jump late, I should still get intimidator, but it's at a lesser degree. If I miss time to jump, then I don't deserve it, especially if your ratings are higher and your badges are higher.
Motherfuckers definitely. I'm not gonna lie. Even as a guard, I will say this: mismatch expert, fucking broken.
Has to be nerfed or has to be
Fucking broken, dog. I understand the principle of it. However, dog, I'm not shooting over a 7-footer at 6'3". I'm just not doing that.
I think
every time, at least.
Not every time, dog. It's gonna be here and there, but I'm pretty sure y'all have seen it. To 2K League, some of these 2K content creators, it's every possession and it's a green damn near every time.
I'm gonna put it like this, bro. I think that badges have superseded ratings in this point, at this day and age, and that it shouldn't be that. Like they should complement your ratings. Like if I got a fucking 93 ball with Deadeye, I should be more lethal from when niggas is late on their closeout than if I got a 65 and I got Deadeye at Hall of Fame, bro. Like I think the badges have been almost a crutch to motherfuckers now, like to where it's like it rewards bad basketball because they know the badge is going to activate. So it's like, okay, how many badges can I get to activate in this move? Well, I'm going to do that because, like, bruh, you're rewarding bad play because motherfuckers are just bad at the game, and I'm not good at the game whatsoever, but I'd rather know, okay, I'm not getting bailed out by this fucking badge. I'm actually getting better at the game.
Sniper.
I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. Fuck that talk, AB.
Sniper.
If I'm gonna be real, bro, I feel like badges damn near shouldn't even matter when it comes to like, especially if you're playing something that's like ranked or those competitions where they have on the weekends and shit. Like,
Mhm.
like
Like,
as
yeah,
badges
like,
kind of give it gives a weird advantage depending on your loadout. Like some people been having cheese ass loadouts with their badges, and it's like that's you know I don't know, bro. Like at the end of the day, niggas don't care what I'm talking about, bro. I'm just trying to make this shit actually more fun,
I
nigga.
mean, you talking good shit though. You
You know,
speaking good shit.
like
I ain't gonna lie.
he reminded
I
me of
don't
something.
mind. I don't mind the badges that unlock like extra things. Like if fucking Intimidator unlock a couple of extra like bump up animations or like contest animations, that would be cool. If Posterizer unlock different dunk animations where a nigga is jumping up with you, that'd be cool. If Ankle Breaker unlock different animations, that would be cool. But like the frequency shouldn't change. Like I don't know, bro. It's weird how they built that game.
And then claim that it's built from the ground up.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out where y'all put the ground at, because this shit seems like it's been the same for a minute.
I still want my fade because of the defensive stances. I ain't letting that shit go.
That's my
You
fade.
and Ren- I'm about to say you and
That
Ren,
is
bro.
my fade. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want that solo piece because don't nobody remember that shit.
I remember you talking about it because I remember you being hyped about it. Because you're like, I'm gonna have Draymond Green defense.
And I was like, give
I
me
remember
Gary.
talking about people having Scottie Pippen. Yeah, we were talking about having Gary Payton.
I remember the article like it was yesterday.
They're talking about-
Play like your favorite defensive player with defensive stances. Swarm around the entire court like Draymond Green. Bro, I was excited. I was like, I'm making a 6'9", 6'8" power forward. I'm finna Draymond Green the shit out of you niggas. That game came out, I got to scrolling. That was the first thing I went to. Where's it at? Where's it at?
Non-existent, brother.
I look it up. The article is gone. I said, oh man. Oh, 2K. Oh,
Hit your ass with a flim flam.
Oh, niggas, I swear, I feel like most of the 2K creators don't even remember that was a fucking thing.
I will say though, AB reminded me of something. The thing that I think killed it for a lot of people this year for 2K was not just the rewards. Rewards were definitely number one. Not saying what I'm about to say. Rewards definitely. But also because they kept nerfing people's builds, you had people out here with builds that no one else could have ever again. You had people out here with that like day 1 5-9 build that was impossible to make ever.
Should have never
So,
been an
like,
option.
unless you already pre-saved it, you could never make that build again. Like I remember I made on day 1 on PS4, not PS5. I made my 6'5" point guard. I can't make that build again. I don't know why. I didn't think other people were making that build. It's impossible to make that shit ever again. And I feel like that also kills it because, like, yo, you got all these people running around with literally like unlockable builds. like you can't unlock these. They got the black silhouette on them. That's what they're running around with pretty much.
I
Got
was.
DLC builds.
Yeah, like you got people out here with builds that you can't even pay for. They're not in the game anymore.
I will say this is just me defending my plight and my player build. I've been had a shot creator, a play shot. So get off my dick. I just want to let that be known because it seems like everybody complains about play shots, right? I'm not gonna say I'm a rare instance of a play shot because I'm a pass first point guard, which is why niggas like playing with me because I don't really give a fuck about scoring, right? It's nothing more infuriating than playing somebody and they're complaining about my build and I don't play like a regular play shot. Like I'm not taking a whole bunch of moving shots, doing like a whole bunch of extra shit. Like I'm trying to set up my team first. And everybody bitch about play shots and somehow my build be getting touched out of the blue and I'm like, I ain't even do nothing. Like literally ever since like 2K20, roughly, I've always had a play shot. Like 2K19, I had a slashing shot, which was fun as hell, and then I had my sharp shot, and then 20, I made my play shot. I've been making a play shot ever since because I like that balance of passing and shooting. Not even the dribbling, because I don't even dribble that damn much. I'm an effective dribbler. I just leave it like that. I'm not a dribble head. I'm an effective dribbler. I get from point A to B. That's all I need to do. So I don't like how my build just be getting nerfed like Biggie was saying. That shit be pissing me off, because one day bullet passers doing what it's supposed to do, right? The next day I'm throwing nothing but damn lob passes. All because y'all bitching about a build that's doing what it's supposed to do. Like, if you want a build that can do nothing but dribble, just make a pure playmaker. I ain't gonna lie. That's just me though. That's just me though.
And they damn near need to damn near, bruh, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. They gotta low-key break them shits up even more, bro. Cause I'm tired of a motherfucker being called, thinking a playmaker is literally supposed to dribble. A playmaker is supposed to have damn near 20 assists, bro.
Make plays.
Like a playmaker is supposed to set his guys up to make plays. Like, you supposed to, yeah, you're supposed to dribble, but you're supposed to dribble to get to the lane, draw to, and kick out to the open man. Like,
or you can see somebody backdoor and you hit them on the backdoor cut like niggas.
Exactly. You run the pick and roll and you hit the roll man with a pass that only he can get for an easy bucket. Like, basketball is so simple, but 2K niggas make it so difficult, bro.
They do. They definitely do. Because, nigga, I think playmaker, I'm about to make plays. Motherfuckers think playmaker, I got to dribble half of the shot clock out. Like, nigga, what? Let me get here.
Because they mix playmaker up with shot creator. Because they think of Kyrie Irving, they think of Steph Curry, they think of Allen Iverson. These are not playmakers. Kyrie is a shot creator. Allen Iverson is a shot creator.
Right.
Steph Curry is a not spot up. That nigga is a pure shooter.
That nigga's a sharp shot.
Nah, y'all got my nigga fucked up. That nigga Steph is a god, nigga. Steph is a god, bro.
Steph can make plays. So
I'm not gonna let you get that out. Steph is not the primary playmaker.
Yeah, we're not gonna slander the Finals MVP, man. Y'all got my nigga fucked up.
I'm pushing this narrative. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not saying that like he can't make plays. I'm not gonna say that.
That nigga was my point guard at one point. I can't do that. That nigga was KD point guard at one point. I can't do that. That nigga is definitely
he can make plays. I'm not saying like, oh, Steph Curry don't know how to pass ball. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying his primary
role is a shot creator.
How about I say that man is a shot creator or a pure shooter.
I will say you want a playmaker.
I wouldn't even. He's not a pure shooter, bro. He's literally a shot creator. It's just niggas get so encapsulated by his long threes that they don't watch Golden State games.
Do what he do.
This nigga Curry is one of the best finishers at the rim in the league, bro. Like, the only person I say that finishes better than him at the rim is probably Kyrie. If we gonna keep it a buck.
Kyrie's finishing is bullshit, and I stand on that. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't never seen nobody with that soft of a touch off the glass. It's actually scary.
Go watch his Godfather, nigga. Shit, Rod Strickland. That nigga got the same type of finish. They got the same layup package, bro. The only difference is that Kyrie got more handle.
Yeah,
but layup package, it's the same exact package. But Curry is just as good at finishing at the rim as Kyrie. Kyrie just does it a lot fancier.
Kyrie can do it with both hands. Steph
can do it with both hands, bro. Trust me.
If he's going off his left, he more goes to his floater than he does.
I will say though, if you're looking for a playmaker, dog, I mean,
just don't get the calls that Kyrie gets when he goes to the rim. If Steph does it up and under, and it's some contact, he not getting the and one. They just gonna watch that nigga fall. He gonna get up. He gonna run back on defense and complain.
I will say though, if you want a playmaker, you gotta look at Magic Johnson. That's a playmaker. You look at my personal favorite point guard, CP3, playmaker. Like, dudes who set up their teammates. Like,
John Wall, when he was hooping.
John Wall. I'm missing one more.
There's a couple. Jay Kidd, Jason Williams. They was
Thank
playmakers for the niggas that's
Thank you.
old heads. You know what I'm saying? Steve Nash for my old head niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, I was
For
definitely thinking about Jay
people
Williams.
nowadays-
I just want to say white
Okay.
chocolate. I just want to say white chocolate.
But he got a name. He has a name.
I was like,
Oh,
he has
yeah.
a name. I was like, I know his nickname, but his real name's about to make me mad. I can't remember it.
Yeah, I got you. But fucking like playmakers literally are there to set up everybody else to score, bro. Like they're not supposed to be able to give you 20 because they cross you to the floor, bro. Like and if we're gonna be honest with you, even the niggas with the tightest handle do not cross people that frequently.
No. Because that's
Like-
not what they're there for.
Bro, and it just wouldn't work. Like if you try to break a nigga that many times in one game, like let's see, our top ball handlers in the league right now are what? Probably Kyrie, Curry, and who else? Maybe not necessarily Ja.
Darius
He
Garland.
just
Darius Garland.
Darius Garland definitely got a package. Pause. God damn.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I was gonna let
I
you.
was gonna say nothing. I was gonna let it roll.
let you slide.
God, I heard myself like, oh
I'm
my
gonna let you
God,
slide.
that was despicable.
But nigga AB said, nigga, shit about to be on YouTube and Spotify. Hold up.
BG is tough. Bro.
Lord, they finna be on my ass, bro. They like, oh no, this nigga wildin'. But nah, bro, like them niggas got a nice little dribble package. So it's like, but even them niggas do not cross everybody. Like even Luka got one. Like he got that bitch on a sling too. Harden got a nice little handle, but you're not seeing these niggas like drop niggas like they might shift you, and that's the problem that I have with 2K. They don't have the animation to where you get shifted. They got the animation to where you get dropped, because niggas do get shifted a lot. Like you might jump to the left a little bit more than you supposed to off a crossover.
Yeah, you'll
and a
bite on
nigga
that
might get a
motherfucker.
little angle. Yeah, you'll bite on the crossover. They don't have those type of animations, which maybe they could do better at including those more for ankle breakers, as opposed to, you know,
Full out
or the
ball
one
falling.
where you cross a nigga and the crossover so fast that the nigga just stand there and you
Been
blow
there.
past him. Like
Been
you
there.
know, there's
Recently.
those too. Like niggas don't just always fall, bro. And I think that's the problem with 2K is it's always an animation to where a nigga falls.
And the funny thing is, niggas who've hooped and even watched niggas hoop, like even like we was talking about, like you mentioned like Ball's Life earlier, right? They're not always making people
Right.
fall. Sometimes that shift be nastier than somebody falling.
For real, White Iverson be getting niggas with that shit all the time, bro. He's shifty as hell.
I'm saying you'll see somebody, he'll go right to left and back right, and Buddy will jump all the way to the left, like damn near to the sideline. And he's all like, damn.
Looking dumb as hell. Like,
That's-
oh, bro, fucked up.
You got everybody on the sideline making the dookie face, like, ooh.
Yeah.
Did he move you like
That's one of
that?
them ones where it's ooh.
Damn, I'm glad that wasn't me. Like, yeah, like, bro, like, that's what they need to do better at when it comes to that type of shit. Like, just balancing out the builds and, like, the defense. Because I take more pride in defense than offense. Maybe that's just me. But it feels better to shut somebody down a majority of the time, because then you win their head. They can do whatever you want, because then they can't play no defense because they busy worried about scoring.
Right.
Like, we've seen it happen, like, where somebody will get shut down, and in that whole game, their game is just off. They ain't playing no defense. They do blown right by them because they can't get their rhythm, and it's fun disrupting somebody's rhythm. I don't know. 2K just need to do better. Season 8, we don't really give a fuck about this. More so just a critiquing of 2K.
I don't expect them to change shit. Niggas just shoot around and then complain that saying that shit shouldn't happen or should happen. Niggas want to be playmakers, but really trying to be shot creators. Don't even know what a shot creator's job is to do, because it's literally just in the name to create a shot, not to break ankles. Your job is to just get enough space to shoot the ball.
We definitely not gonna let go of the fact that niggas was a whole phrase came out. What was that? 2K20 pick and roll spam.
Mm-hmm.
The basic basketball 101 play that you ever learn in organized basketball is the pick and roll.
really the first.
The problem is that niggas didn't know how to guard a pick and roll. There's only as a ball handler, as the person guarding the ball handler, there's only two things you can do. You can go over. Well, there's three things you can do: go over, go under, or
Switch. Done.
As the big, you either hedge, soft hedge, hard hedge, show, which is showing you soft hedge, hard hedge.
Put your hand up real quick and then switch.
Yeah, that's all you do. Like, that's all you can really do, bro.
And it's funny because you can stop a pick and roll. Only people who are really good at it, like, you know, I almost said RIP, he ain't dead, but like Dwayne Wade and shit like that, who was lethal with the pick and roll and shit like that. Chris Paul, obviously dumb with the pick and roll. Like, folks like that, yeah, it's difficult, but the average person's pick and roll is not going to be that solid for real. Like, they're just going to dance around the screen. They're not looking to set up an offense, so it's easy to stop.
Also, the problem with 2K's pick and rolls isn't like when
Is
it's
the
a
vacuum
roll-
screens.
No, not even just that. Cause like when like we'll play rec and Woo knows like we'll play rec and I'll see a screen and he don't even go over the screen because he know I'm on the other.
Yep.
The problem is when you get niggas on 2K, like, all right, let's set 2 sets of screens just to make sure somebody hits something.
That is irritating. Yeah.
That is where the problem comes in. Because just the first screen ain't that hard. If you're complaining about getting over one screen, I don't know what to tell you, big dog.
They was definitely doing
There's 5
that
niggas
though.
On the court, there's 5 niggas on the court. You complain about one dude holding his nuts and the other dude running around the screen.
I remember vividly. I think that Rambo actually got a damn mess from somebody talking about us doing the pick and roll. He said we're pick and roll spamming, and I'm like, you couldn't stop it. And I don't do what regular niggas do on 2K and just dribble around the screen. As soon as I see Buddy get hit by that screen, I'm gone.
Facts.
Behind the screen to try to get a free.
That's the thing, is that they play to the meta of 2K where y'all actually playing basketball.
Yeah.
And that's the real problem, is that 2K doesn't reward basketball. It rewards fuckery. If it rewarded basketball more, niggas would actually learn like 2K should be in a place to where it wants people that play 2K to get better basketball IQs and be able to go out and, if not recognize some of the more intricate things about basketball. Like, you should, if you're good at 2K, you should be able to play basketball like legit on the court.
Yep.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is because I do agree with your point. My problem only is the closest game we got to that was 2K19, and that was because we had hand down, man down.
That was the best thing ever.
You literally, if you don't put your hand up and I shoot this 3, I've elevated over you.
Facts.
This is an open shot. And then people complained that were like 6'2" point guards trying to guard the 7-foot fucking stretches, 6'10" shot creating stretches, complaining that they getting shot over. Like, bro, you're a point guard. You have no chance of elevating within.
That's the point. It's called a mismatch. It's called a mismatch.
For a
That's
reason.
what I really want them to do with Mismatch Expert is rework that badge so that for smaller players, you're easier able, because I think we talked about this. Smaller players, you can blow by larger players.
Yeah.
They can't stay with you. But larger players, you can shoot. Oh, like if a point guard switches onto you, that's an open shot.
Like, we seen when Curry put Rudy on skates. That's what a mismatch looks like.
I'll say Mismatch Expert for point guard should not be, oh, I'm able to shoot over Rudy Gobert. Like, no.
No, nigga, you blow right by him. Like, we seen what it looks like if Shaq gets a guard in the paint. Nigga, that is lunch. That's breakfast, actually. That ain't even lunch. That's breakfast.
That is that's damn near all expenses paid, full course meal buffet, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you dream, like, as a big man, you dream of having somebody short on you, and as a guard, you want somebody taller than you to guard you, because you're like, oh, you can't guard me laterally. Like, you just can't, nigga. That's just physics. That's just physics.
I cannot imagine Curry trying to guard Shaq, bro.
You wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to see that shit.
Oh my god.
That shit
I would be so upset, bro.
That's abuse. That's abuse.
Cause you sitting there.
I wouldn't
mad,
want to
but ain't
watch
nothing
that shit no more.
You're gonna be sitting there mad, but ain't shit you can do about it.
Shaq got 40
For
in the
real,
first
it's like,
quarter.
God damn.
You would have
Like,
won
bro,
that.
that's when the nigga gonna turn the TV off. Like, enough is enough, bro.
This nigga just gonna go to bed. Like, I already know how this going.
This nigga AB gonna look like old boy from Rocky. Throw in the damn towel.
You fucking right, bro. Like, that's not fair. But also, on the other end, imagine Shaq trying to guard Curry out
Yeah,
or
that's what I
Kyrie
mean.
out in the. Oh my god!
I'm not gonna lie.
bro.
Shaq
Curry
trying to
would
guard
just break
Curry.
him down.
Yeah, if I say Shaq trying to guard any one of them would be just terrifying because he's admitted he couldn't play defense on little guards like that. Like, you can't. You're big.
So your feet don't work like that.
Yeah, you're literally further away from the ground, so you don't have that lateral movement and shit like that.
Motherfuckers is gonna be shifting him. He is gonna be in the left corner while they at the top of the key.
Bucket.
Like that bad should not work. Where Steph Curry got Shaq on him, just looks him in the eye
And shoots it. And I remember when we was playing this year, you had to tell me to do it because I was so used to like.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, when you take that screen, as soon as that big man on, you just shoot it.
And sure as shit, I started shooting that shit. Green, green, green. I'm like, what? This badge is fucking stupid. This badge is stupid.
That's another one of the reasons how I know that development team has nobody that's ever actually played basketball. Because it takes one nigga that's ever played basketball to tell you that's not how that shit works.
At all.
It's not. Because if anything, when you get that mismatch, the first thing that people do, like as a guard, you dribble that hoe out as soon as you see big man's on you.
You dribble that hoe out, everybody space
Clear
the
out.
floor. Give him space.
I want this.
Work. And if
Like-
this nigga sagging off, then oh yeah, it's a bucket.
I'm
But
pulling that.
if he come try to play up close, oh, I'm blowing right past this nigga.
Yeah, like if Kyrie got fucking what's his name, Hassan Whiteside on him for some reason, and get switched on to him.
Oh my god.
Immediately they clearing out.
Niggas is running to the bench at that point. Just nah.
Immediately they clearing out. And as the other team, you was hoping that never happens again. Because at that point, like, no, you can't stay on him.
He about to be on ESPN for all the wrong reasons at that point.
And if Kyrie get Hassan on him, he's not gonna be like, oh yeah, let me just now shoot it right in his face. No. He said gonna back it up, clear it out. If he on sag off, then you shoot. If he don't sag off and he up on you, Kyrie is going to have that nigga touching the floor.
Yep. Or he gonna have his ass stuck. He be like, you move too fast. Nah, go ahead and take that layup. Take them 2 points, bro. You got it.
He's gonna let him have it at that point. Because at that point, you try to play too hard as a big, you're gonna catch a foul. And it's gonna be an and one.
With that finished package, yep. Yep. I will say.